A day before it was set to launch, Americans can now access the new website to order free COVID-19 tests through the Biden administration.
Hundreds of thousands of people have already placed their order, but some questions do still remain.
13 on your side's Keely Levern spoke one-on-one with a senior member of the White House COVID-19 response team. Joining us now from the newsroom. And Keely, how many people have already ordered their tests earlier than expected?
Yeah, that's a great question, Kirk. And I can tell you that as of right now, initial reports say that at least 750,000 Americans have already ordered, but that number is, of course, growing every minute. So we wanted today to get as many details about this rollout for you as possible. And I got all the answers from someone directly involved in the process.
We haven't officially launched it yet, but I know, hundreds of thousands of folks are ordering tests right now. So I guess you can't hold back that level of interest and demand.
COVIDtest.gov is a place where Americans can order at-home rapid tests. The website was set to officially launch mid-morning tomorrow, but the White House's COVID response team says a testing phase had gone live as a way to test the system before the full rollout.
Of course, it's not us telling folks that this site is out there, but internet sleuths are skillful, so they found their way to the site a little early.
Each U.S. resident is allowed one kit, which contains 4 tests and will be delivered through the U.S. Postal Service.
But if you're able to get through the site and order today, it's just as if you're ordering the site, at any point tomorrow after it's launched live.
The White House says they have 500 million tests to distribute to Americans, and that doesn't include their millions going to other organizations.
We have a test kit for everybody. This isn't taking away from what these manufacturers are putting in your CVS, your Walgreens, your Rite Aid.
I asked if the White House was concerned about overloading the Postal Service.
This is the same U.S. Postal Service that just pulled off Christmas. So I think that, what we know is that they're able to do it. They're able to deliver a tremendous amount of volume. We're not concerned about delays because they're not concerned about delays.
And as always, we also wanted to know if a website of this size will crash with the amount of users.
We expect that we're going to be able to not only absorb that volume, but if something goes wrong, we've got some really good contingencies in place.
The White House says tests will typically ship within 7 to 12 days of ordering, and that Americans should order them now and not wait until they feel sick.
And we think that if we prime that pump, if we get tests into people's homes, it's really going to be a huge benefit in our effort to fight this pandemic.
Now, the White House did also say when announcing this plan that more tests could go out at some point to each of those households in the U.S., but that all depends on the supply. Juliet.